Good evening! Us hairy game lords have been gaming in the garden and playing this. Drop It! From Kosmos. What did we think? Find out. Well, what a game! Bearded Lady here, and I have been playing this game since it arrived the other day. Thank you, Kosmos, for the game. With my 6-year-old daughter. The games last, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, and it is just great fun. She loves it, I love it. 2-player, you play with 2 colours each, and you're just doing what it says on the box, dropping in the shapes. You can't have certain shapes touching, well, you can't have the same shapes touching, you can't have the same colours touching, and you can't land those shapes in certain places because you don't score the points. But playing tonight with the Hairy Game Lords, instantly, as soon as you play a simple family game with gamers, the strategy comes in, and what could have taken or should have taken 5-10 minutes took, was it 20 minutes? 20 minutes. Who would have thought that people could spend so long deciding what shape to put in and where to put it? Who knew? But as you will probably see on our playthrough video, you'll see that the painfulness of having to wait whilst Hipster King hovers above for ages on where he's going to drop his piece. Great fun, just nice and simple. A good filler game. Guess the thumbs up from me.
Hipster King here, and we've been playing Drop It this evening. I just want to lift this up into shot just to show you I won. I was yellow, and this game absolutely brilliant. Looks great on the table. The fact, you know, it's got some of that sort of classic Connect 4, but so much better than Connect 4. There's so much more going on, but it's simple too. Loved it. Loads of fun. And could see this working. I mean, it worked tonight with a bunch of gamers, but I would love to steal this and take it home and play it with the family, because I know this would go down well. And again, with people who aren't regular gamers, this would be a brilliant intro for gaming. So this is Drop It. This is what it looks like. Absolutely loved it. Big thumbs up from me.
Hi.
Hi.
Anyway, I'm Dave the Grey. Who knew a simple game of dropping shapes into a container could be so hard or take so much thinking about? Who knew that you could cheat in Drop It, James?
What?
But he found a way. I have missed these guys. It's a great little game, ton of fun. Theoretically quite simple, but when you get a bunch of gamers all trying to play a theoretically simple game, sometimes you can overthink things. But no, absolute blast. Thumbs up from me, and I have been Dave the Grey.
Hey. Hello, Slightly Bearded James here, and hello. This is the game that Tom Vassell was born to play. Drop It. Oh, I've actually dropped. So Drop It. Smooth. Oh yes. One of the great things about Drop It is you can customize it. These are the things, if you touch the side, for example, there's a triangle with a cross through it. If your triangle touches that, then you lose your point. But you could also, instead, have colours along the sides. Ooh, oh my goodness, I dropped it in. For example, if your red thing touched that, then you'd lose your points on that go. So there's plenty of things you can do. One of the things I really like about this game is it is super easy, super fun, super simple. You literally drop the shapes in, and it's a dexterity game, but you don't need to be dexterous. It's not one of those ones where you're kind of piling things precariously. In fact, you just drop it in, it lies where it lies, and then you get your points. And it's easy enough that I could beat Dave. in a fair game. So yeah, I enjoyed this a lot, and I can see the appeal to gamers and families alike.
Oh, just when you need an independent referee, it's got to be Aussie Phil. Now, it is only a 4-player game, so I had to sit out and watch. But, as they said, the strategy comes into it. On the bottom here, you'll see different shapes that can't land on the bottom. So the square could not land there, or you would get no points. Similarly, a circle, blah, 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 blah. Going up the sides, you score points for each time your piece ventures into the next level as such. But additionally, there are little pieces here that very hard to see. If I can get this up there, maybe. No, it's not. But so in addition to going through these lines and say getting 4 points for getting into this zone, if you were able to touch that circle there, you get an additional 1 point. This one over here, so if you creep into 5, it's a smaller circle, but it's worth 3. Oh, 2. 3 is up here. Very tiny. So there is more to it than just dropping your pieces in. And as we said, you know, strategy does take its place, and it takes time. So as James said, you know, it is a dexterity game. You don't need to be dexterous. It's a fun game. You don't have to have fun. You can be competitive. Don't let people tell you can't be competitive. Brilliant. So simple. I think I've got to get this for my family. But I mean, I could leave the kids with this and they could play to their heart's content, and I wouldn't have to supervise them all the time. So, well done, Kosmos.
Win-win.
The green bits on this are going to be like, we're going to spin. And you can't. Oh dear, missed you, Phil.
Hipster King here. We've been playing Drop It. I feel a little bit short in this thing now. It's a little bit low down. Hopefully you'll be able to raise me up in the...
Raise me up. Let me just do this.
Not too low.
Yep. Do this.
Not show the goods.
He's getting like having holes in him because of the...
Right, so...
Absolute.
No way to fill it out.
It's hard to tell.